Hello everybody and welcome to episode 15 of All the Mods Tend to the Sky. If you haven't seen the other episodes, you can check them out on my channel. And if you're checking me out, you can like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out, but none of it's required. I do appreciate it though. Enjoy the video, guys. Bye-bye. So, let's go back in here. And let's look at Occultism, which I don't know where the start is. It's up here because I need this empty soul gem, which apparently unlocks this quest, Magenta Chalk. So I can work my way towards the empty soul gem through this whole quest line here. And then, or we can start working towards the other one. Where is it? Ars Nouveau. And work our way towards... I don't need the... I think I need the unobtainium source jars? No, hold on. What is it that I needed? The focus of summoning. So this is not actually that complicated at all. I have the enchanting apparatus. All I would need to do is kill the Wilden Chimera, which means I need a Wilden Wing, a Wilden Spike, and a Wilden Horn with the Wilden Summon. So I need this tablet right here. We're going to do this one. And then if I augment it with Spike, Horn, and Wing, which I do have, Spike, Wing, and Horn, then I should be able to fight the Wilden Chimera. We're going to do it in the end, because that's where I fight every boss. Now, I don't know if this is going to have enough source to do this. Spike, Wing, and Horn. Let's make sure that I have... Oops, that's not the right button. Okay, I do have arrows. We're going to use the arrow of harming. And we are going to summon it. I don't have my shield anymore, so my health is lower. My bow doesn't do a lot of damage, but it is some damage. Let's see if Arrow Blasting is any better. Doesn't look like it. It's going to go into its second phase with the spikes. And I think here it can only be hurt with arrows, or it can be hurt at all. Okay. When it's in that mode, it can't be hurt at all. Killed the Wilden Chimera. And got the Wilden Tribute. It is not a difficult boss, especially when you're wearing Apotheosis gear. I got the system thing. I can add it to immersive engineering stuff. Great. We're gonna pick back up my altar table. I use the altar table to summon Wilden beasts, which is how I have the horn and stuff, because I needed a Wilden data model. Okay. And now I have the tribute. I just need the apparatus. Enchanting apparatus? Let me look it up. Enchanting apparatus. Let's craft that. And then let's go to the quest line and see what I actually need for these. Enchanting apparatus is used to craft various items within the mod. It requires source to work. It is also a multi-block structure that utilizes arcane pedestals to craft. Start by placing an arcane core in the ground. Then placing the enchanting apparatus on top of it, surrounding the apparatus with arcane pedestals. So I need an arcane core, and then I need arcane pedestals. And I need how many arcane pedestals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 arcane pedestals, which I won't be able to get because I don't have enough source stone. And I don't think I have enough source gems either. No. Okay. I need a source gem in order to make it, so I need an imbuement chamber. So we'll slap down the imbuement chamber, and I think it's diamonds in an imbuement chamber. Lapis or amethyst. Since I have infinite lapis, we'll go ahead and use that. How much lapis? 4,000. Okay. Add source nearby to increase craft speed. I would need to generate source somehow. Placing this nearby growing plants or saplings will provide source. Archwood trees provide more source. So I might make that once I have enough source gems. Because yeah, this is really slow. I need to sleep before my reactor blows up. Let me we will, before I start messing with that, let's turn eject off. And then disconnect this. No. Put that back in there. I don't want it. Unless I can put it back in there. Nope. Okay. Put it back. And then we're gonna break just that pressurized tube. Because I don't want another disaster. And then I need something that can hold polonium. Maybe a chemical tank. But for now, we're just going to turn this off so that I don't cause another issue. And I'm going to research how to store polonium so that we can start working on the SPS. Oh, does the SPS need these as well? It does need polonium and plutonium. That's why I was doing plutonium. That makes sense. Let me turn this back on, making polonium pellets, because it's fine, because I need the SPS. I just don't remember how many of the SPS I need. We will activate it and just let it run. Okay, 1 source gem. I now need a 2nd source gem. Unless I have completed a quest that gives me source gems in here somewhere. Let me hold some source stone and see if that does it. Because I've crafted it, but I apparently haven't held it. I need to hold 8. That's okay. I'll use my 1 source gem to possibly make many. Did it give me... No, it gave me Conjuration Essence. That's not nice. Can I turn source berries into source gems? No, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Unfortunate. I can cook it. But I do need... Do I have Mage Bloom seeds? I thought I got some Mage Bloom seeds, but apparently not. Source gem! Now I just need an arcane pedestal. Don't I have those? Am I not holding those? Oh, I need 8 of them? Ugh. Apparently 1 isn't enough. Give me the essence, give me... I got a sourceberry roll. It's not what I'm looking for. Let me just click on the glyphs, I guess. Because I have those. If you ever want more source around, you're in luck. The Ender source jar is an entangled source jar. We're linking them with the Dominion one. We'll also link their source capacity. Great. If I make an Ender source jar... No, that requires the enchanting apparatus. Alright. Once I get this, I can start making more source, which would make this go faster. Give me the ergonomic source link. We will put this right here. Unless there are other source links. Ergonomic. Alchemical is potions. Vitalic. Volcanic. What do all these source links do? Source berries produce more source than other sources. This will also convert grass or dirt into mycelium in a 3x3 area around it. It also grows mushrooms. Mob deaths. Consuming burnable items. As it burns items, it will convert nearby stone into lava. Okay, so give me a source jar, or 2, and give me archwood trees. Give me, I guess, flourishing. We're gonna put this here, we're gonna put this here and this here, and we're just gonna... Let me grow this tree. Did that give me any source? Give me 1%. Let me do it right here then. Ow. Woo, a whole 1%. Get rid of these logs. Okay, that's 6% full. I'm gonna make the volcanic source link, which is what I should have made in the first place. Would this be better over here? And then just put the source jars and just sit right here and... Like, I know the trees give more source, but if this fills faster, this is easier. Yeah, that's faster. A lot faster. So we will move a source jar over nearby. Go faster. Boop. 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 I have 4, 5, 6. So I have 3. I need 5 more arcane pedestals, and each arcane pedestal needs 1, and then I need the arcane core, which needs 1. So 5, 6, that's enough, but I will just make another one because I'm probably going to need it. Arcane pedestal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arcane core needs more source stone. That's my last source gem. But that's fine, because I made another one. Bow! Arcane core. Okay. Throw all this useless garbage in here. Now I just need the arcane apparatus. I am going to make one more. Oh, it's out of source again. That's okay. I want to make the volcanic one just for the enchanting apparatus. But the source jar might be good enough. But I just want to make sure that I will have enough for the whole thing. I don't want it to just, like, stop halfway through. That would be, like, weak sauce. Alright, let me get rid of these. I don't need them right now, and I have a different apparatus to build. So that completed this one, and this one. And I have the Tablet of Rebirth, Summon Wilden, and I did do the Summon Guardian. Which got me some source gems. Fantastic. Alrighty. So I want to make the volcanic source link. I got 2 empty source jars. And I need arcane core, enchanting apparatus, and arcane pedestals. And then we're going to do volcanic source link. We're going to do source jar, source jar. I'm going to grab this one. And we're going to put it right here. And then next to the volcanic one, we're going to grab those archwood logs and throw them on the ground. And then we are going to do the Wilden Tribute. All 3 Wilden pieces. I need a block of source gem. God damn it. Give me some lapis. I need 1 more piece. You know what? You're gonna go right there. And you're gonna go a lot faster. Okay. Block of source. It's just 4, I just remembered. I don't play this mod. I need all 3 Wilden pieces. And I need a piece of gold. So, this, that, that, and that. Source gem in the middle. Make more source. Okay. Enchanting apparatus. The focus of summoning. That did complete a quest. These are useful for boosting your abilities. Necromancy amplifies and discount glyphs of the Anima School. Entities summoned will raise from death once as a more powerful version. These Revenant will mirror your homing spells and heal you when you kill an enemy. And that requires the focus of summoning anyway. Okay. I think that's the only thing I needed to go into Ars Nouveau for. And then we have Occultism. And Antimatter. Okay, let's take a nap. I mean, I might as well just... I mean, I don't use the spells, so I'll just put it in the system. With all this other crap. And this will all stay here until I know I don't need it anymore. Okay. Now we need to get into Occultism. So let's look at that quest line. First, I will collect all quest rewards. Give me another empty source jar. So, Occultism starts with the Dictionary of Spirits serves as the guidebook for Occultism. You'll absolutely need to make this if you want to continue with the mod. The dictionary has a quest-style guide inside of it if you'd rather read it instead of doing these quests. You'll also need the book to craft several things in the pack, so you kinda have to make it. So, Dictionary of Spirits is not hard. And then Demon Fruit. The Demon's Dream Fruit is perfectly healthy for you. There might be some side effects you should know about. When you consume one, you have a chance to get the effect of the third eye, allowing you to see into the other world. Certain items in the world might not be what they seem, and you'll need this vision to find certain items for progression. Or you can set it on fire and skip finding most of them. That's up to you. So, I do believe I have Demon Dream Seeds. And I need a Dictionary of Souls. And the Demon's Dream Seeds. We will grow this a little bit, get a couple demon fruits. Okay. Did those, just gives me XP. What if I told you that Demon's Fruit is flammable? Throwing your Demon's Dream Fruit down and setting it on fire will create Spirit Fire. This is how we'll convert some overworld items into otherworld materials. It's also pretty. Okay, so now I need a flint and steel and a piece of netherrack. Flint and steel and netherrack. So we'll go over here next to my demon fire already. And we will flint and steel. Sorry. Other way around. There we go. I will also eat one. Wah, 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 wah. Let me grab an oak sapling. We will make this grow. And mine the oak logs. I believe that's the quest? No, I still got oak. I don't remember. Hold on. Using Spirit Fire, we can convert several overworld mats into otherworld variants. You can also find several otherworld mats by getting under the effect of the third eye and adventuring into the world. You might be surprised what you might find. To make it easier, there are crafting recipes for the basic materials by throwing them into Spirit Fire. Andesite converts to other stone, which can be used to light a permanent Spirit Fire. Oak saplings convert to oak saplings, but they are not the same. When grown, these will look exactly like a regular oak tree. However, under the effect of the third eye, you will be able to harvest the Otherworld variant. If you have trouble collecting the logs, if they turn into regular oak logs even with third eye, try collecting them from the top. Diamonds will turn into spirit-attuned gems, which are used in several recipes we will need later on. So I need andesite, which apparently I have compressed andesite. I need oak sapling, and I need diamonds. Okay. Here you go, spirit fire. Other stone, soul-attuned stones, and oak sapling. Let me eat a demon's dream fruit. Third eye. Oak sapling. Make it grow. Otherworld logs. We'll get a couple of those while I can. Nope, that's still just oak. Okay, that's fine. We're just completing the quest line. So I got some cooked pork chops. Woo! Well, you can get most of the Otherworld materials using Spirit Fire. You can also use divination rods to locate these materials. First, you'll need to attune to the rod of material you are looking for. For example, if you're on the hunt for Otherstone, you can use the rod on andesite to help locate the other stones in the world. I am not in a world that can have materials spawn, so I'm not going to bother making that. This is the main source of information on rituals. Here's the basics. There are tiers, there are types, there are chalks. Okay. And familiars. Occultism provides more than just demons to crush your ores. There are demons that can move stuff for you, chop down wood, and more. There are also ways to summon cool friends known as familiars that give special buffs and even fight for you. Make sure to check out the familiars ritual in your guidebook. Will do. I want a little pet. So I already made the butcher's knife. Demons like candles, I think. For almost every ritual to summon our friends, you'll need some candles. You can create the butcher's knife and kill some pigs, cows, sheep, horses, or even the trader llamas to get tallow. To make them, matter of fact, you should definitely find the trader. Llamas, I hear they make good candles. I totally didn't just make that up. Otherwise, vanilla candles can also work. Spirit-attuned crystals are also used in several rituals, so you might as well make some now. Spirit-attuned crystals are just these spirit gems. Okay, 2 spirit-attuned crystals. I need chalk. Before we start enlisting the help of our demon friends, we will need to create the most important item needed for rituals, chalk. There are several colors of chalk needed, with higher level rituals requiring several to activate. To start with, white chalk is the easiest to get. Start by tossing other stone in a furnace and tossing Otherworld logs into spirit fire. With the items you create, you'll be able to make the impure white chalk. To purify any piece of chalk, simply throw it into spirit fire to cleanse it. Using the purified chalk on the ground will draw pretty symbols on the ground. These are a pain to remove, unless, of course, you make yourself the chalk brush. Do it, it's worth it. So I need the chalk brush, white chalk, and impure white chalk, which you get from burnt otherstone and otherworld ashes. So let me make some otherstone ashes and burn some otherworld logs. That's polished otherstone? Okay, I need to do it twice. I got concerned for a second that I had done it wrong. Otherworld ashes, burnt otherstone, impure white chalk. We'll make the chalk brush. And then throw the impure white chalk into spirit fire, and we get white chalk. Also, spirit fire doesn't burn you, which is nice. Now, I'm gonna get rid of these. don't need them right now, and it's currently just a pain in the butt to have to deal with it. And I guess we're just putting a moss block here. So, get rid of all the source stuff. Okay. Okay. Hope you're having a fun time with your mod pack, Fire Moss. Alrighty. We need ritual bowls. What is a demonic ritual without a sacrifice? Most of the time, demons just like items, so don't be too afraid yet. However, if you don't have a favorite cow, you might just... However, if you do have a favorite cow, you might need to be worried. Sorry, Betsy. That's good. Yeah. I'm getting close to the end of this mod pack, and I'll have to figure out which one I'm going into next. So, if you have any suggestions, you're more than welcome to let me know. Sacrificial bowls are used to place items needed for rituals. These can be placed anywhere within the ritual, as long as it isn't covering up any of the required chalk. For now, you'll only need 4, but later on you'll need upwards of 10 bowls for each ritual. The golden sacrificial bowl is used in the middle of the ritual to activate it, and you'll also need a book of binding for the ritual in it. So we need a golden... We're going to do dark because I have more diorite than I do andesite. Unless I can make andesite. I can do it with diorite and cobblestone. I think I can make diorite with cobblestone and quartz. But I like the dark themes of stuff. I mean, I'm a knight of the void, so, you know, figured I would. But... Okay. I'll look into Linguango. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe another ATM mod, or... There's a lot that I want to do. I might... There's like a SevTech kind of one that I was looking at that I might do. Or SevTech-esque. It's not really SevTech, but like with the... You have to level up your ages before you can start building stuff. But yeah. Let's find some diorite. $56 diorite. Yeah, it's basically you have to do your quest line in SevTech. So, every quest unlocks a new thing, so you have to complete your entire quest line to reach the last quest, and then it'll unlock a new... well, I'm talking about specifically SevTech Ages, because you have to complete your quest line to go to the next age, which unlocks new materials and new crafts. So kind of like just you're building off of your previous quest lines. So I like that concept, and I want to do that. So I might do something similar for the next mod pack I play, but never know. I might do something else. But have fun with your mod pack. Okay. I need 4 dark sacrificial bowls. Technically I need 5 because I need to turn 1 into the gold ritual sacrificial bowl. And golden sacrificial bowl. Okay. Next is the Books of Binding. For us to specify which friend we want to summon, we'll need to make a specific Book of Binding. To make this, you'll need to purify some black dye in Spirit Fire to get purified ink. With this, we're going to make our first Book of Binding, which will summon a Foliot demon. Alternatively, we can make an empty Book of Binding, which can be dyed later to fit whatever tier of ritual you need. So let me make some purified ink, which is black dye. I have plenty of ink in here. I also now have the squid data model, so I can make as much ink as I want. Purified ink. And then Book of Binding Foliot. I need a taboo book, which is throwing a book into Spirit Fire. I don't have a book. So let me make some books. I'm going to need a bunch of these books because I'm going to have to do a bunch of rituals. So we'll just make 3 taboo books. I will need an awakened feather. And I'll need some blue dye, which is really easy. Okay. Book of Binding Foliot. The first type of ritual we'll be performing is the summoning ritual. These rituals are used to summon different types of useful demons to assist you in crushing, smelting, and even more as you get to higher tiers of rituals. For our first ritual, we want to summon a Foliot Crusher demon. This demon will crush items for us, which is something we'll need to make some of the higher level chalks. To start with, combine your Unbound book with your Dictionary of Spirits in a crafting grid. This will bind a demon to the book, which is what we'll need for the ritual. Speaking about your Dictionary of Spirits, it's time to open it up. On the left, click on the Pentacles tab and click on AVR's Circle. You might have to advance through it by reading a little bit. There is also a way to click Mark All as Read, so it unlocks everything in the book. This is what we're going to use to summon our new friend on the other side, on the right side. You can click on the eye on the bottom left corner of the image to build an outline of the ritual for you in the world. This is super helpful. Okay. Let us do this. Raydornzer. Dictionary of Spirits. We will mark it all as red. And Pentacles. AVR Circle. And let's put it down right here. I need candles. I think I have some. I have 1 large candle. Can make some tallow. So I need my butcher's knife. And why don't I just come over here and enchant it? I can make soul looting. Oh, right, I lost all of my enchantment levels when I died. That sucks. Kill some cows and some pigs and some sheep just to get some tallow. I'm getting sinew. I am getting tallow. Fantastic. Okay. Now let's make some candles. Okay. Large candle. 4 of them. Boop, 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 boop. Dark gold. And then white chalk. We're making a pentagram to summon a demon, which is something I would not recommend in real life, but I mean, you do you. Okay. Bum-ba-dum-ba-da. So I need a Crusher Spirit. So that's the Pentacle Summoning Rituals. Foliot Crusher. Iron, silver, copper, gold. Iron, silver, copper, and gold. Gold, copper, silver, iron, and the summoning. So this should take a second. And then we'll look into the next quest, because I just need to work my way up to this to get the empty soul gem. It's consuming my gold! That's good, it means the demon's eating it. So... I've never worked with Occultism, but I have seen it in several mod packs. I do kind of know how it works. I mean, it's the same as most other rituals. So this should summon a Foliot Crusher once it consumes the book. So, we'll just give it a second. There he is. So I should be able to... He's a slow crusher. Do I right-click him with my dictionary of scribes? Okay. What is next in the quest line? Now that we have a Foliot Crusher, we can politely ask him to crush down some endstone, obsidian, and calcite for us. We use these to make some stuff, so... Endstone... Is he just gonna make crushed endstone? No, he's gonna make specifically this dust. I was like, I can use a crusher, like, it's not an issue. I need calcite. Which I can only get from sieving crushed deep slate in a flint mesh. No, I can use an extractor to get calcite from bone blocks and water. So, let's do that. Bone. Water. No, an extractor. And a chest. And then a bucket. Okay. We will sleep. I will ask you to politely crush my endstone. Why, come over here and dig down. 1, 2. We will go water, bone block, extractor, chest, and calcite. Yeah, he's really slow. Did he do it? Yes, fantastic. Crush this calcite. So I need impure yellow chalk, impure purple chalk, and impure light gray. I don't know why I need the calcite. calcite is impure light gray. Crushed endstone is the impure purple with obsidian dust, but I can get obsidian dust anyway. So does he just crush it into regular obsidian dust, not occultism? Yeah. So I don't need you to do anything else right now. Just those. I need more impure white chalk, so I need to do a couple oak saplings. And eat some fruit. 7, and we will grow these, and then mine them. Fantastic. Now I just need to turn this into ash. Turn this into burnt stone. And make 3 more pieces of chalk. 1, 2, 3. And then I need impure yellow, impure purple, and impure light gray. I need silver dust. Here you go, buddy. I have a job for you. Crush some silver. Let me move you away from the ritual circle so I can use it again if I need to. Woo! Silver dust. Okay. Impure light gray. I did that. It wants me to do storage, but we need to do this one. Our next step is a foray into infusion rituals. These rituals are used to imbue items with the magic of demons. The first tier of infusion ritual is Azevius's Spectral Compulsion. We will be using this ritual to create several items that you'll need throughout this mod. It is recommended to create this ritual in a separate area from your first one because the 3 main types of rituals build off each previous tier. So I need emerald dust. Great, I can get that. No problem. Let me... let's build a little platform out of crimsite. Because, you know, demon rituals and that. We're going to make it 10 by 10. Alrighty. Yeah. Doing demon rituals on bloodstone. Because that just feels right. And then I can do the next one on the other version of the crimsite. It's like azurite or something. It's like a blue one. And then I think I have a green one, but I'm not entirely sure. But I do remember now that I need to make it 11 by 11 so that I have a center block to put the ritual on. Or 9 by 9 works too. But I'm just going to do 11 by 11. So that I have a center block. I'm going to need a new ritual bowl and all that. Actually, I can just take it from this one. Let me see if I can find Azevius's Spectral Compulsion. We'll come over here and center block, I think. Yeah, looks right. One, two, three, four, 5. This is the center block. Yeah. Put it right there. Okay. These are impure still, so I will need to go purify these real quick. grab the candles and the bowls. And we will come back over here and start making the thingy. We'll put the bowl in the middle. White chalk. White chalk, white chalk, white chalk. White, white, white. White, white, white. White, white, white. White, white, white. And then purple, purple, purple. Purple, purple, purple. Purple, purple, purple. Purple, purple, purple. And then the candles here, 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 here. I need 4 more candles. Candles. And I want to do the large candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should be the ritual. Alrighty. And I just need some emerald dust. Let me just dump all this stuff into my inventory. Okay. We need emeralds. I don't know how much of this I'm going to need, and I have infinite emeralds, so I'm just going to make 2 stacks of dust in my crushing factory. Oh, I have gold in here too. Crush that for me, please. Emerald dust. Quest completed. Fantastic. Lime chalk, the first and most important item to make using Azevius' spectral compulsion is the research fragment dust. This is used in combination with some crushed emeralds to create lime chalk. Research fragment dust. I need another book of binding, emerald dust, and 2 bottles of enchanting. I don't know how I get 2 bottles of enchanting. I have some bottles of enchanting, so that's good enough. This, I need the book of binding foliot. And then I need to bind a foliot. And then 3 ritual or sacrificial bowls. 1, 2, 3. So, emerald dust, bottle of enchanting, foliot. And that should consume all of that. And hopefully that's that. Wants me to get the impure lime chalk, which shouldn't be difficult at all. I need another impure white chalk, which I should be able to do. And then I need this one. So I need to find another block I can use. I have Viridium. Azurine. That's the one I want to use. Okay, it's now consuming this. And that should give me the dust. Yay! Research fragment dust. And then we'll go take a nap. We'll make another white chalk. Impure white chalk. Impure lime chalk. And then let's purify it. And then gives us a random reward of some melon seeds. Make some otherworld goggles. Eventually. I might do more of the quests in here, because it does seem like a very interesting mod, but right now all I'm looking for is the empty soul gem. So we will jump straight to Strigators, or Strigiors. Phantom membrane, gunpowder, gray dye, clay ball. Phantom membrane, clay ball, gunpowder, and then gray dye. Pretty sure gray dye is just, yeah, black and then white dye. And I have plenty of ink. So gray dye, there we go. Strigior's Higher Binding is the second tier of infusion rituals. It's used for many different things, but the main things we'll need are the infused pickaxe and gray paste. Okay. So let me look at that, but let me build the little ritual island for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And back. Okay. Just this little island here should be all we need. And if not, I can always take down that one and build a new one. These blocks are actually quite pretty. So I am glad that I just started to use them. Okay, that's a Cvius's. Strigiors. So I do need it over a little bit. I think I will need this ritual chamber. Yeah. Okay. So the candles are still in place. But I need my chalk brush to remove all the chalk circles I've drawn. Because they don't need to be there. So purple is still there, white is still there and there. Yeah, but these are now light gray. And then I need skulls, which is fine, I have plenty of those. So purple, light gray, and then lime, alright, lime, and then purple. Alrighty. Yeah, these demon rituals are getting a little more intensive. And then skulls. I need a bunch of skeleton skulls. Which are not in here, they're over here. Down near the bottom. Should be skeleton skulls. I know I have some. There they are. Skeleton skulls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. I'm missing 2 things. What are those 2 things? I know I'm missing the sacrificial bowl. Let me break the candles and make sure there's nothing else that's supposed to be underneath them. Whoops. We'll repair that with some azurine. Okay. Ah, missed a spot of white chalk. Okay, and then the candles. No. I undid my purple chalk. Okay, there's that. And then that completes this. And then it is soul gem. I need a fragile, empty soul gem. So let me undo those. I need the empty soul gem, which requires the fragile empty soul gem. Which means I need Vesuvius's whatever thingy. Vesuvius's spectral compulsion. We're gonna put that right there. No, hold on. Right there. And it's purple, 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 purple. And then white, white, white. White, 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 white. And then I'm gonna need more candles. And I might as well just make another couple ritual bowls. Let me surround this one in gold so I have that ritual bowl. Alrighty, and then candles. Large candle. I have exactly enough. Fantastic. Actually, I don't. I'm 4 short. So I'll just take these 4. I can just move them between rituals. It's fine. No one's gonna notice. How would they know? Okay, and this ritual is gonna need a lot more. So, let me do this ritual. Iron ingot, egg, glass, another foliot bound book. Iron ingot, egg. I do have a lot of mob eggs in here because my sword has capturing 4. So there's a high chance of getting a mob drop. I don't know why I needed those 4 items at all for that quest line, but I got them anyway. And if I need them, I can just come back and grab them. Okay, these and then foliot. For this one, do I need another foliot? No, I need the gin. And that requires purple dye and another taboo book. So I do need another book. I'm out of paper. That's fine. We'll make another book. And purple dye is also easy. And just use source berries. Okay, we'll do this one. We will bind the foliot and the gin. We'll do sleep the night away. I'm not going to keep eating the fruit. I'm going to eat the baked potato. Okay. So that's what I needed for this. For this ritual, I need 3 soul sand. Okay, that's easy. So I need soul sand. I need a diamond. I need silver. I need copper. I don't remember what else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just a piece of gold. Okay. But first is the foliot. Iron ingot. Egg. Glass. And then the ritual. This one is going to be soul sand, gold, silver, copper, and then 2 of those will go over here. Woo! I'm doing devil magic. Okay. Fragile one, I need these 2, and I need 4 of the candles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then those. Fragile soul gem, and a diamond, and then the gin book. And this one is going to take a minute, because it does have to absorb 8 items. So we can step away and do something else. We can work on another model framework. I can show you exactly what I have been doing to get the model frameworks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm 1 model framework short from having enough to complete this. Okay, there we go. I need my deep learner, which is in my backpack. And I need this solium spawner. So, what I've been doing is taking this solium spawner, putting it right here, putting this upgrade in it, so it increases its speed and its energy capacity. And then that spawner takes in essence, animal essence, and spawns the animal. So what I did for the squid, or the glow squid specifically, is I threw in squid essence and it would spawn me stuff. This is a salmon. I don't need the salmon. I definitely don't need the tropical fish. No! I didn't mean to do that. Definitely don't need puffer fish. I need cod. That's a tropical fish. Okay, it spawned one. I just don't know where it is. That's another tropical fish. That's a 15% chance. Cod is a 40% chance. There he is. Cod. And then deep learner, offhand, cod. So this is just way easier than, like, trying to get them to spawn in an ocean biome by making a massive pile of, or puddle of water, anything like that. So I just need one more cod to spawn. This is the dumbest framework, but it's the one they have in the quest. So there we go. Okay, take everything out of it and break it. And that is the cod framework. And this should be done now. Yes, the empty soul gem. And then in here, we're going to throw a cod prediction. Such a stupid mod sometimes. I don't need any more fish essence. It does use like 12 essence to spawn in the mob with a chance of getting it, so it's not really worth it. Alright, we now just need an inactive dragon egg, which you get from draconic chunks, which you get from draconic dust. So I have to go in to productive bees. Okay, I guess I can do that. But I think the next thing we should do is focus in on draconic evolution. So let's see about that quest line. Apparently basic armor, I got something? Oh, the armor trim, yeah. So... where is it? Draconic evolution. I have also not done very much in this mod pack. Okay. Now before you get to the Chaos Island, I recommend preparing. He may look like the Ender Dragon, but this one is much more difficult. You'll want draconic weapons or tools that do a lot of damage, as those will make it easier. He will also do a crap ton of damage. Good armor like unobtainium or mecha suit will be recommended. Also, effects of regeneration, absorption, and resistance will help you survive. Don't worry, you can always come back to fight another day if you aren't ready. Okay. The first stage of the fight involves breaking the crystals that hold the Chaos Guardian's shield. You can't hurt him until they are destroyed. Destroying these crystals is no easy task without a draconic weapon. Chaos Guardian fireballs can weaken the shield, allowing you to destroy it. You'll notice particles being produced when it's vulnerable to damages, and when hit, it will make a noise. The closer to destruction, the deeper the noise, and dimmer the crystal will get. Once they are destroyed, you can finally damage him. Okay. So that's a fight we'll have to do, like, a bunch of times, because I need so many Chaos Shards. And maybe a Draconic Sword might be better. We'll have to see. Because I need Chaos to go up to the Chaotic Sword. Yeah, it needs a Chaotic Core and a Chaotic Energy Controller. Which needs Chaos Shards, which comes from Fragments. Yeah, it's a whole thing, but this is what I need. I need a Draconic Reactor Core, which means I need a Chaos Shard and 2 large Chaos Fragments. And the Chaos Shard is 9 large Chaos Fragments, which is 81 small Chaos Fragments, which is like 127 tiny Chaos, whatever. You get it. It's a lot. And then I need like 5 more for the Chaotic Core, and then 4 small ones for the Chaotic Energy Controller. But I think that's the last, like, big stuff. Like, obviously I need antimatter, but that's just a lot of waiting around. We have 13 pellets. I think we might be able to this to 1 millibucket a tick. Let's give it a shot. 1 millibucket per tick. Yeah, we're still going up. Okay. This is still going. This is still going. Once I craft the SPS, I will need to shut this down. And have it stop making the pellets. But that is a issue for another day, because that's going to take a long time. Alright, I don't need any of that stuff anymore. Okay. To get into this, the first thing we need to do is get a draconium core. The only way to get that is draconium dust, which I can get from sieving, so I have a lot of it. But you also get it from mining in the end dimension. So I have 104 draconium dust in here. We'll smelt that up. And then in this chest, I have 2,525. So we will go ahead and grab this. Is the dust useful for anything that I need right now? Doesn't look like it, but I will leave the 500 in here alone, just in case it is useful. And we will smelt all this down into the ingots that I need, and then we'll throw those into my system and start crafting. I don't think the draconium armor is going to be better than my unobtainium, but we can always give it a look. Give it a look-see. Because it does have upgrades, but I don't think those upgrades are super helpful for me. So, we need draconium core. Let me craft one of these. Woo, draconium core. I'm gonna need like 1,000,000 of these. So we're gonna make 16. For now. Gives me 4 more to make a total of 20. Need a fusion crafter. Do fusion crafting, but I need blocks of lapis. Fusion crafting core. And then need basic tier crafters. Okay, they're injectors. Okay. We can do a total of 20 of these. But every single one will need to be upgraded to chaotic before we can get too far. I do need flux points. Preferably 4 of them. And then I need cables. Am I really that low on ultimate universal cables? I guess I am. We can just use elite. That's fine. Okay. Now I don't need this. So we're gonna... Let me get my chalk brush. Chalk brush. Alright. Get rid of my demonic circle. No one will ever know it existed. Because there's definitely no way I would ever summon a demon. Alrighty. And then I just need some cobblestone. Just for a second. Put the fusion crafting one up off the ground. A few blocks away, so we will put it here. One more back, actually. So here. 2-block gap. 1, 2. So we're just gonna do all of them that I can at the moment, because eventually I will need that many. I don't currently need that many, but some of the crafts are massive, so I want to prep for that. This is too many. Right there. Okay. This is the fusion crafter. We are going to put a flux point in the center with 4 cables going out to either side. Alrighty. Okay. This is fusion crafting. There's a draconium chest, one of the 2 basic tier infusions, but don't underestimate the draconic chest. It holds more space than a double chest. It can smelt and craft items, and best of all, it can change colors. I guess that's fine. Basic energy relay crystal is the start to moving energy with draconic evolution. I don't need this relay crystal because I have cables and flux points. So I just need to work my way up to Wyvern tier. And then I might do a draconic pickaxe to help me get through stuff. But Wyvern tier, in order to tier up in draconic evolution fusion crafting, the needed injectors for a recipe must be at least the tier or higher. Like if you want to make the Wyvern axe, you need at least 6 Wyvern injectors with 3 on each side. Don't worry, the crafting core stays the same. So, we need to make Wyvern infusion crafting injector. So in here, we've got nothing at the moment. We're going to stay in dark theme. These might be too far away, but I guess we'll find out. So we need to put this. We're going to put one of these in here. And we need Wyvern cores, draconium blocks, and diamonds. So I have the draconium cores, and I need Wyvern cores, which are expensive. So let me make just a bunch of these. So I need a total of 20. Let me make a bunch more of these. And then I'll need 40 draconium cores. Draconium cores, 40 draconium blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, so 80 diamonds. So 80 diamonds. Split up into 4 groups. So, the way that this will work is over here, we'll put 20 draconium cores, 20 draconium cores, 20 wyvern cores. I made 40 draconium blocks when I only needed 20. And then over here, we're going to do 20 diamonds, 20 diamonds, 20 diamonds, 20 diamonds. And then here you can see everything is all there, and you just hit craft. And it charges, And it does this really cool animation over time, where it slowly, like, zaps electricity at the core in the center. And it fuses everything together and makes Wyvern Fusion Core. And then it absorbs everything, it crafts it all, and then it'll spit them out here in the middle. And it does them one at a time, which is just fantastic. So we're going to throw those in there. We're going to craft them one at a time. Random reward. That's okay. Wyvern Capacitor. The capacitors act as the batteries for Draconic Evolution. They need energy modules to actually hold energy, and remember, the more the merrier. There's a Draconic Core. I know it's Wyvern tier, so why is a Draconic item in here? In order to get to Draconic tier, you need Draconic Injectors. To get Draconic Injectors, you'll need Draconic Cores, so they're in the Wyvern. Awakened Draconium comes from fusion crafting the blocks. The blocks can be uncrafted into 9 ingots. These are the second most important ingots in Draconic Evolution and very necessary for the Wyvern and Draconic tiers. It'll take a minute to charge up, but that's fine. Draconic tier needs a block of Awakened Draconium and 2 Wyvern cores. So basically all I need is this. But I do need to get up to chaotic level anyway for the chaotic core. So I just need to get up to Draconic to make everything, I think. Yeah. But this requires chaotic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 9 chaotic, chaotic fusion crafters. Now if we go in here, each fusion crafter requires a dragon egg and 4 large chaos shards. So that'll be fun. So, something we can do is I have waystones. I have 4 of them. And we will call this home base. And then we will go into the end and we will do this. To get into Draconic Evolution, you'll need Chaos Shards. Chaos Shards are in Chaos Islands guarded by Chaos Guardians in the end. Go to the end at an XZ coordinate that is a multiple of 10,000. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, or negative 10,000, negative 10,000. So you spawn at pretty much 0, 0. So we are going to fly this direction until we hit 10,000, 10,000. And I think it's technically this direction. Yeah, because it's always at a diagonal, because you have to hit 2 10,000s, not just 1. So we will fly all the way out there. Which will take a minute, but not super long. It shouldn't take super long, because I fly pretty fast. Yeah, we're already almost halfway there. So this will take a minute. I will unpause the recording when we get there. Hey everybody, I, like a complete idiot, forgot to unpause the recording after I paused it when we were flying to find the Chaos Dragon. So I'm going to briefly run through everything that happened. Upgraded these to Wyvern. Put this down, which currently doesn't do anything, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to break the chest. And we found the Chaos Dragon. It's marked as Chaos. But that is it. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.